You know, it's been a while since we covered some pure schlock. I mean, yeah, it's good to break away from the garbage titles of yore and talk about shows and films that have had an actual impact on those that watch them, but there's nothing like sitting down, popping some corn, and watching a train wreck spin out of control. Some men just want to watch the world burn. As we have well established, the anime scene is chock full of titles that shouldn't be screened near an open flame, and the only real problem they present is choosing just one to talk about. So I decided to talk about the work of a man who was unironically known as the Master of Breasts. No, not Jim Lee, Satoshi Urushihara. Besides having a name that will make your spell check melt, Satoshi is an artist who's known for his intricate detail, especially with his women. His work can be found in a number of old-school titles, most notably for JRPG fans, the Growlancer series. Unlike other, shall we say, cheesecake-driven artists like Kenichi Sanada and Masami Obari, Satoshi has not shied away from what he does, and seems to embrace the title of Porn Baron. Yes, Obari did direct a lot of porn titles, but that is nothing compared to Satoshi's work. Trying to sort through his catalog of smut is like trying to index ancient Sumerian text with hard-ons. Gigabytes upon gigabytes of intricately drawn splash pages, pin-ups, doujinshi. The man has only two settings: boner popped and boner yet to be popped. So it comes as no surprise when you offer the man the chance to work on an OVA, he slaps more tits in there than an entire season of Game of Thrones. Enter Legend of Lemnear. Released back in 1987, Legend of Lemnear plays out like a lost chapter of heavy metal. Hell, the main character even looks like Tarna. And again, like heavy metal, it's also a piece of shit. Ah, quit your bellyaching Gen Xers, you know I'm right. You know you're in for a treat when the very first thing you see is a parental advisory warning. Warning, the following program contains scenes of nudity. This, coming from the company that slapped a 13 and up sticker on Genociber? Thanks for looking out for parents, Central Park. Say this about Satoshi, the man does not discriminate when it comes to ridiculous battle attire. Men, women, we're all objectified equally. Sweet Lady Progress marches ever onwards.
So, this girl who could resist Guardian's power is named Lemnear. I think I'd fancy a taste of her before she goes.
Ever onwards. We begin with an attack on some village as a sorcerer is trying to smoke out the champion of silver, but has to make do with the champion of bronze. Enter Olympics joke here. Who is the champion of bronze and silver? Who is this sorcerer and who does he work for? Fuck you, it's cheesy montage time! Oh, I missed this. This is our champion of silver, Lemnear, and she's traveling with her overgrown parrot to Mos Eisley.
What'll you have?
Kunueken Mel.
Ah, yes, I keep that next to my bottle of Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster.
Traveling alone?
Yeah,
You don't look to me like an ordinary girl.
I'm a warrior.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you're tough and everything, but it's kind of hard to sell your warrior pride when you sound like a kitten playing in a tube sock. Of course, there has to be some assholes who don't take kindly to her kind in these them parts, so she has to bust out the whooping stick. The victory is short-lived, however, as the assholes have some friends in very high places.
Forgive me, my lord.
She was really damn strong. I wasn't counting on you to begin with.
Yeah, I just sent you over there to see if she could kick all your asses. Oh, you guys are such douches. Turns out the mustached fat guy is a lackey of the sorcerer who blew up the village at the beginning. And good lord, take a look at this douchebag. How many popped collars does this guy need? All of them? Christ, I count at least 3 on him. 4 if you count the middle one. Is that like his weak point? Do you have to like attack the other callers before you can strike at it for massive damage? How fortuitous that the sorcerer receives news that the champion of silver just happens to be in town and sends his Rikuo clones after her. She tries to escape, but when you fly directly into a sorcerer's magic destruction beam, you're not getting far.
Take her to your castle.
It shall be done. All right, put her on the beast cart. And bring that flying creature as well.
Yes. Now I can tap that pigeon's ass. I mean girl's ass. Lemnear begins to flash back to when her village was burnt down by the sorcerer, witnessing the champion of bronze's defeat as well. Wait, if the whole point of attacking the village was to find Lemnear, how come they didn't abduct her right then and there?
A dream.
How are you? All right?
I think I'll live.
You really must have seen so much horror in your life.
Not really.
You know, watching my parents die in a horrible blaze, seeing everything I've ever known or loved reduced to a pile of ash, you know, no bigs. Lemnear wakes up in every neckbeard's fantasy dungeon as the other slave girls start to congregate around her. Apparently, her coming has been foretold by an old mage.
The old mage thought that you would be coming here to us.
Old mage?
He's deep inside the limestone caves. He's known for a long time that you'd be coming. He's been waiting for you.
A long time?
You must go see him at once.
All right then, let's go.
But you're trapped in a dungeon. How would you... Oh, fuck you, Lemnear! Fuck you! You mean to tell me there's a convenient passageway that leads into a limestone cave right directly from your prison cell? There's even water in there, so there has to be a way to get into the outside world. Why the fuck haven't you all escaped?
I can answer that!
Oh no.
You thought you seen the last of Dungeoneering for Assholes? Well, get ready to have your mind fucked by the truth, because the Spoony One is a brand new pile of brain droppings he's calling Dungeoneering for Assholes Volume 2! With 53 new methods of conquering any dungeon thrown your way, you too can plunder your way to fame, fortune, and con appearances. Can't seem to find your way out of a cell? Try throwing back the food the guard gives you until you spur a stilted conversation with him, in which he reveals a frequency written on the back of a photograph that you can call to unlock your door. You say convoluted, convenient bullshit, we say fucking awesome! No guard around attempts? What the hell are you, retarded? Just look for the secret door that leads to a magic statue that turns you incorporeal. Oh, that's not even worth writing in this book, it's so obvious. But the Spoony One's genius is all-encompassing, if not condescending. Order your copy of Dungeoneering for Assholes Volume 2 today, right now! Because what else are you doing, Punch Thumper?
Actually, yeah, I would like expedited shipping. Also, do you know if he's working on a Volume 3? Or working at all? Gotta go. Well, Lemnear does find herself in the Cave of Convenience speaking with the mage, who decides to use this opportunity to expound on her destiny. I gotta ask though, what does this guy do here? How did he get here? How does he survive living in this one spot in a cave accessible by a slaver's dungeon? What does he do for food? I mean, he doesn't even have basic amenities unless... Wait, was that robe of his originally white?
You! Where's the silver-haired girl?
Where is she?
She better not be in that convenient passageway. Swear to Christ, I just cleaned that out yesterday. Of course, Lemnear is ratted out, and she has to fight her way through to saving all the slave girls. I would love to show you the scene where Lemnear tries to fight off the neckbeard, but winds up hypnotized herself into being a slave. But it would ostensibly be Censor Kaiser staring into the void for 3 solid minutes.
Lord One! The slaves are revolting!
They're what? Revolting? God, don't you ever give them a bath? The freed slaves begin their attack on the keep, and it all begins to unravel for Neckbeard. The sorcerer basically has him killed when he uses him as a shield against Lemnear's topless attack, and then goads her into confronting him on his own terms. Wait, if he was just going to have her attack him in his own keep, why even tell Neckbeard to keep her in his dungeon at all? He had to have known that he would use his hypnotizing powers for ass. So, remembering that she has a flying mount, Lemnear decides to take the bait and meet the sorcerer at his flying fortress. Not feeling it. Maybe we should change the music. Still not feeling it. Well, when in doubt, revert to type. Not my fault you didn't get the joke. Your fault for not playing Secret of Mana. Also, is it just me, or is there a dingus on the soundboard? Pitch correction, you fucks! Look it up!
Oh, Yaku! Thank you. Looks like I'll have to go on alone from here.
Yes, if only the sorcerer hadn't installed that force field that only affects giant pigeons. He probably got a lot of gruff for that too. No one believed him when he said that someday an underdressed warrior woman would storm the fortress on a giant pigeon, but who's the fool now?
Champion of Silver, go towards the red light and into the throne room.
Huh?
Tired already? This spiral stairway is the only entrance to the throne room. I suggest you hurry.
We didn't even want the staircase installed, but the contractor insisted. Last time we ever take a recommendation from Umbrella. The sorcerer turns out not to be much of a fight because he happens to be the literal left hand of the Champion of Gold. Well, left arm, if you want to be pedantic. And I do. Turns out the Champion of Gold lured Lemnear here so he can absorb her and the Champion of Bronze's power so he can attain ultimate douchedom. But Lemnear won't give in so easily.
Thank you, Lemnear.
Come back to us safely.
Leon, her mother, the others, the old mage.
Wanna get away? Now you can. Low fares, no hidden fees.
Of course Lemnear isn't dead, although how boss would this show be if it decided to turn heel and have the Champion of Gold just pimp away? Not like we have grown attached to any of these characters or anything. But no, the show decides to play the bullshit card and has Lemnear resurrect herself in the Champion of Bronze.
She's revived him. How is it possible?
You who've let your ambitions swallow your powers couldn't understand.
What part of hack lazy writing wouldn't he understand? So, having forced his hand, the Champion of Gold reveals his true form and turns into a stone giant. And my favorite line of the entire anime is spoken.
You, a mere human, dare to challenge me, Valkisas? You shall die.
I don't care just how mighty you think yourself to be, because I know your biggest weakness.
What? Hubris? Forgetting love?
It's the eye on your forehead!
Well, duh.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is officially where the anime stops giving a shit. Lemnear unlocks the hidden powers of the Champion of Bronze's sword and fucks the Champion of Gold's shit right up. The end. But you expect me to sum all that up? What is there left to say? Yeah, it's bad, but it's not like it's insufferable. It's the kind of bad that gives you about half an hour's worth of cheap laughs and immediately leaves your mind, freeing up valuable brain space. Legend of Lemnear is crass, exploitative, and dumb, but harmless. I needed a softball like that. And it looks like the next pitch is going to be another meatball too. Till next time.